Greetings ladies and gentlemen, Bazil here. Welcome to the very first video on this channel. Today we're going to be covering the basics. This video is really intended for those who have never actually been in Guild Wars 2 PvP, have never entered the Mist, and don't really know where anything is, what to look for, or how to kind of navigate the entire Mist. It can be a bit confusing when you first enter, so I hope this video is informative to everybody. Jumping right in is the minimap. Lots of icons to kind of look at, and a lot of places you can go, a lot of cool places that you can find, some really cool scenery you can look at as well. But let's actually start with the vendors. This is going to be covering levels 1 through 40. Each vendor is going to have chests, some cool backpacks that you can unlock for a decent amount of glory, and also they're going to be giving you some kits to break down your items that you don't want to use into crafting materials. Next up, we have the PvP Browser NPC. He allows you to find any match created by ArenaNet or a player. If you are a player looking to create your own custom arena, you will need to purchase the Arena Starter Kit on the Black Lion Trading Company. The browser also allows you to categorize your favorites, recently played, as well as all the standard matches on the browser itself. There are also non-standard matches, such as dueling arenas or boosting servers, and you should be able to sort through these with very, very little effort. Our next location is the Lion's Arch portal, located directly above the PvP browser. This allows you to quickly travel to Lion's Arch from any location on the PvE world map. All you gotta do is simply open up your Mist browser, go into the Mist, walk into the Lion's Arch portal, and voila, free travel. The next area directly left of the portal is going to be the combat area, or the combat zone, or the golem zone, whatever you prefer. This allows you to test your builds, theorycraft different skill combinations, as well as min-max your build to your heart's content. A lot of players do just kind of enjoy beating on the golems for some recreational purposes, but please remember that golems have feelings too. Moving right along in the tour of the Mist is the siege area. If you are a brand new player, I highly suggest getting in a ton of practice with the Trebuchet. Trebuchet plays a crucial role in a certain PvP map that we will cover later. The basics of this is the fling mechanic. It is very, very hard to accurately depict where the boulder is going to land your first couple times of using it, but after a couple times you should pick it up with relative ease. The next area on the tour is the NPC Combat Zone. This allows you to test the builds you have created against computer-controlled artificial intelligence. Very, very useful for finding out what works and what might not work. This next area is actually one of my favorite. It has to deal with underwater combat. Let's take a look here. It's very, very exciting and... Holy gosh! Someone call an ambulance! Medical attention, CPR. Does anyone know CPR? Bring in some kittens. I don't know. Just help... The underwater combat area is particularly one of my favorites. It does not get used that often in PvP, but when you get to use it, it's a lot of fun. I would suggest actually learning your skills before you jump into an underwater combat match. They are quite confusing. After you're done swimming, we're going to get back onto dry land and head on over to the Guild Lord area. This area allows you or a group of players to practice killing the Guild Lord. The Guild Lord is found on a specific map, which we will go over later, but the most important thing to note that this is great practice for you and your team to understand how to beat him. Moving right along, next area is the two NPCs known as Chieftain and Spawnier. These will give buffs to your team when killed. They are in another specific map, which we will go over later. Probably one of the most important areas in the Mist is this Dodge Golem. He will teach you the fundamental basics of how to dodge attacks and how to not dodge attacks. Practice with him often and understand how to dodge. If you're looking for more organized player versus player, the Tournament NPC is the NPC of choice. He allows you to queue solo or a party of 2 or more in a tournament-style PvP match. The PvP Mystic Forge is next. To sum up how this works, you throw 4 random weapons or armor into the forge, you need to get 1 random back. Next up is the accessory vendor. Keep in mind that you cannot use your ring or accessory slots in PvP. You can only use your amulet. This vendor has tons of amulets for you to choose from. The next two vendors are very, very important. They supply you with your armor, runes, and sigils. For now, go with the recommended items and builds you are given with when you first enter the mess, but once you become more experienced, mess around with these a little bit. The last area that we are going to cover is the PvP locker. Have you ever wanted to wear pink skin-tight armor while playing a ranger? Well, this is the place where you can get that very set of armor. You do have to PvP for quite a while to unlock certain skins, but all of these are strictly 100% cosmetic and just make you look awesome. Well, everybody, that's our tour. I hope it was helpful. Please subscribe to the channel, as well as leave your positive and negative comments in the boxes below, and I will see you guys next time. Actually, wait, I forgot to show you something very, very important. This is a table.